Here we are again at another day at the show. Thought we'd walk around the Molines and see what we got. Being it's my brand of choice. Here's my model RTS. Last year I took steel wool, sanded it, and then I took some boiled linseed oil and acetone mix and wiped it down. I thought I'd have to do it again this year, but I didn't. I just washed it. All the dust stuck to the oil, so I washed it and it looks great. Next up here we got a Minneapolis cross motor. This is 1925 1730B. There's your information. There's a storyboard on 2021 in his first drive. Storyboard on what he did to it. Also, this one is for sale. Get you the phone number, the price. And this one's got a trick deal done to it. And we'll walk over here and take a look. He made this an electric start. And if I recall correctly, he used parts out of a Subaru. I think this is Subaru engine starter and the Subaru flywheel. I'm not sure how he mounted it to the flywheel. Oh, it's just the ring. The ring gears fit on the back of the flywheel right here. So he's got an electric start cross motor. I bet you'll never see another one. Everything seems to be original except for the electronics. He put a step here, put a receiver and a step here so he can get up on the thing. And he put an ignition, so you can't just push a button and start it. He put an ignition switch on there, ran the wires. It's all set up. I wouldn't mind having that tractor, since I wouldn't have to hand start it or pull start or belt start. Up next we have a Minneapolis Moline GTC. It's a 1953. It's been restored for years. Beautiful restoration, still holding up very well. This also tractor pulls. Here we got Grandpa, my 1946 UTS, the homemade cab. And inside you will still find the gentleman's cane right here. You got a 4-blade fan that's now 3-blade. First gear. That's a terrible gear to go for when that fan's on. And it does work if you hook it up. It's not hooked up right now. He put his own hydraulic pump on this. I mean, this is still a battery cable from the gentleman who owned it, I don't know how many years ago. And right here, there's a bolt right there, because he had and I still have the belt. There's a leather belt that come here to hold the canvas, because he had a canvas hanging on the back. But anyway, oh yeah, here's the hydraulic pump he put on there. I'll never restore this tractor. It stays exactly the way it is. This is a reservoir instead of a tank. It's a pipe, and the controls were in there. I love this tractor. Up next we have a little RTI. This used to belong to a local town, the city of Sumas, and sold by a local dealer. So that's an older restoration. Over here we have my 1951 R. It's RTU. It's a nicer restoration, older. Right here we have the former area dealers of the Pacific Northwest. So, open the door carefully. There we go. We have the Golden Rule Trading Company of Ferndale, Washington, and London. Fosberg and Son Dealers out of Blaine, Washington. Twin City dealership out of Mount Vernon, Washington, and Bayview. Roy Cumrine. Hesselgrave Sumas Garage. That's where that little RTI came from, which is in Sumas. I think it was on a farm, basically, not an actual storefront. These gentlemen bought it from S&D. No, I think they bought it from Kettle Tractor Service, which is just right outside the town of Linden, which we're close to. Then you also have S&D Implement Company out of Linden. And then last but not least, Johnson and Barkley out of Burlington, Washington, off of Highway 99. So, which one is it? The Hesselgraves up here in Sumas. They're the last Moline dealer. And they went out of business, or stopped selling, around 1963 or 65, I believe. So not a lot of newer stuff. Really the biggest tractors that were in our area for Molines was the U. There is one farmer that brought in, I believe it was out of Oregon, he brought in a G705, and then that was the biggest Moline in the county. And I think that was in the 70s. I'd have to ask the gentleman to clarify. So here we have a G1000 Vista. This is a diesel. It is a 504. This one had rod slung or broken crank, I don't remember which. One gentleman owns it, and he had another guy that's in their club replace the engine, and they just got this running this year. So it's nice to see these come back to life. It's got the dual cones on the rear. It's got a custom seat. Look at that. Right from the front door. Over here we got a unit harvester or unit tractor. I don't know if this runs. I'm not even sure who owns this. I think the club, I think it belongs to the Puget Sound Antique Tractor and Machinery Association. Not sure if it runs. I haven't seen it move under its own power yet. So right here we have a Minneapolis threshing machine, and this belongs to the local Minneapolis club, which I'm president of. We're not an active club. We got together and organized for the last time the main club highlighted Molines as a featured tractor, but we haven't been doing much since. Keep in contact, that's about it. I can't remember. It needs some work to run properly, but I don't remember what it was. There's the belt hanging on the side. Yeah, the Minneapolis part, that was repainted, and the wheels were repainted. I think all the red was repainted by the gentleman that had it and donated it to the club. So it's a beautiful piece. When the club decides to take a Rumley or steam engine through the tractor or through the Farmers Day Parade in Linden, that's the threshing machine that they'll grab to take through with it. All right, back to the transplant tractors, meaning they're not new to the area or sold new. So here we have a G950 propane with a cab. Has a white bubble nose on it. Here we have another G1000 Vista diesel. Still has original engine. A little better condition overall than the other one we're just looking at. Not that the other one is bad. This one's just a little bit nicer. Oh yeah, I didn't look. This one has a 3-point and dual PTO 540 and 1000 shaft. Has original top link, it looks like. Back over here. And this G1000 Vista has no 3-point, so it's just 540 and 1000 shaft, and then two sets of remotes. Okay, next up is what is it, 1355? Oh, 1350. Nice shot of that. The guy, one gentleman thought it had a blown engine. It turned out it just had a, I think it was a stuck valve. Got the valve freed up and it ran great. So the farmers use it to mow hay, bale hay. Let's get you a view inside. There you go. And right here we have a complete and restored, older restoration again, unit tractor. And right now it has the baler on it, the inline baler. This runs, they use this every year to bale some small squares, so it does get used, does work. Bale Master 760 inline baler. Yeah, this is an amazing piece. There's a few of these unit tractors around here, but none of them are in this condition. Here's the tail light, if you can see it. Let's get a different angle for you. There you go. Yeah. The V engine. Yep, there you go. So that's it for the Moline area. There's a few down there in the hole for tractor poles, but I'm not gonna go chasing them down. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye. Here we have one big Drumley and then the Gar Scott. And then the baby of the group, the boss. Then a big old runway. We're getting wet from the steam coming out of this thing. Little drag saw action. Don't know, he's holding that blade so it doesn't go into the dirt. we got a guy with a John Deere 50 running the shake mill. That's how they make shakes. Make a shake so you can roof your house. Hey, let's go over here and watch some threshing. Got a nice restored case. 1935. Case threshing machine. Like they had a mess. Now they gotta clean it up before they fit more bundles. Well, here I am at home editing this video, and I realized I didn't close out this portion, so here we are to close it out. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's got a little bit of everything in it. Some tractors, drag saw, steam, some threshing. I do have at least one more video, I believe, on the show itself. But later this week, be on the lookout for another tractor pull video, as I got a few more of those to come. Again, I don't want the videos to be super long. I have a hard time watching 1 hour videos myself, and I know I put one or two out there, but it was harder to break those up for what I was trying to do. Anyway, thanks for liking, subscribing, and if you like this sort of stuff, share with your friends, spread the word, and we'll keep putting this out. Until the pulling video, we'll see you next time.